friends, welcome to another episode of V-ADVENTUROUS. We just got back from our very first Disney World trip, and wow, it was magical, unforgettable, and honestly a little crazy at times, but we learned so much. We wanted to share it all with you, what we did right, what we will do differently, and all the little tips that could make your first Disney trip way smoother. Let's get into it.
From booking smart to navigating those wild park days, this is your ultimate Disney World survival guide. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's get you ready for the most unforgettable vacation ever. Let's start with the very beginning. Planning your trip. This is where we had some major wins and also some oops moments. First up, finding a place to stay. If you're on a budget, you have to do your homework. I found an amazing deal on a Marriott Sheraton Vistana Villages near Orlando. Get this, $600 for a whole week in a villa. Seriously, deals are out there if you look for them. Don't pay full price. Next, getting around Orlando. Forget those usual rideshare apps. We discovered Blue Horizon Transportation, and they were incredible. Super friendly drivers, always on time, and their prices were way better than what we usually pay. We got a Suburban for 7 people for $45. With other apps, that kind of car would easily cost around $60 to $70. With Blue Horizon, you can even talk to them about better rates. I use other apps sometimes before Orlando. I cannot recommend Blue Horizon enough. Drivers are friendly, always on time, and they even know all the best spots around Disney. Next time I'm in Orlando, these guys are my go-to guys. Now for our park picks, I decided to skip Hollywood Studios because it's mostly thrill rides and we didn't think we'd ride many of them. Instead, Magic Kingdom was an absolute must for that classic Disney fairy tale feeling.
We also wish we had bought the magic bands. They were $35 each, but that would have saved us scanning from my phone on every time we were trying to go somewhere. Plus, they will work with the photo pass. We'll talk about that in a little bit. The lining lane, paying for snacks, even some experiences. It will light up or it will say your names. And at the end of the day, it will make for a great souvenir. Now, for those Disney pros, is the Magic Band reusable? Please let me know down in the comments if we could use that again for several Disney trips. If you like pictures like me, you definitely need to buy the photo pass. This is unlimited high quality pictures from the best spots from the park, plus the rides, and some have really cute effects. The people taking the pictures of you, they will help you to pose, they will make it so much fun. It is totally worth it. Now, what to pack and what we forgot. We actually packed really good for this trip, but guess what? We forgot it at the hotel. So make sure that you don't do that. Every night before you go to the park, make sure that you have everything you're gonna need in your backpacks. So this is what you need. You definitely need water bottles, reusable, so you can just fill them in, sunscreen, portable chargers. Your battery is going to go out really fast. You need ponchos. We forgot those in the hotel. You also need hair clips for the girls, pain medicine, and the most important, comfortable shoes. You're going to walk so much in Disney that your feet is going to be yelling at you at night. So you definitely need to wear the most comfortable shoes you have. Oh, before I forget, you need a sweater. Yes, it's Florida, it's gonna get hot, you're gonna be great on your shorts and t-shirts, but at night, it can get chilly. We actually had to emergency buy some blankets and some sweatshirts in Epcot because it got really cold. One more thing, check Disney stroller policy. We brought our wagon because we take that everywhere and it was not allowed. So what we did is we had to rent one of Disney double strollers every day. We had to pay $35 every day. So that app is really fast. So make sure you think about that one. And don't forget to bring your Disney gear. I bought mine from Amazon. I can leave you the link down below if you want it. Super cheap. Once you get there, yes, there's so many, so beautiful, so expensive. And honestly, I bought for the whole family. The boys only wore that for the first picture and then they disappear. Me, I still wear it today. Ceci had her own. It was just perfect. In the park, you're going to have some that are even more than $30. So definitely bring your own.
Our first time, we thought Disney was just another theme park. Boy, were we wrong. It's so much more elevated, futuristic, realistic, and just pure magical. We were blown away. And the Lightning Pass, I thought, we'll just go with the flow. Huge mistake. We quickly realized that Lightning Pass is absolutely worth the money. The lines get crazy long, and if you don't want to waste all your precious time and energy just waiting in line, yes, it does cost more, but after our first visit, we will absolutely get it next time, and we highly recommend it. And don't forget the My Disney app. This is your absolute best friend. Download it immediately. It helps you find your way around, see real-time wait times for the rides, look at your PhotoPass pictures, order food from your phone, and get all the park and show information. It's a lifesaver.
Now let's talk about food. Honestly, in Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom, I would just recommend you guys have a light breakfast or a full breakfast at the hotel before you go to the park. The food in the park it's just okay. It's expensive. It's not bad. It's good, but not something that I would like to spend my money and time when I'm in these parks. Have a breakfast, pack the snacks, and then once you get hungry, take a quick bite and keep going to the next ride. At Epcot, this is where you really wanna go and go crazy with the food. Well, maybe not too crazy, but the V-ADVENTUROUS family kinda goes crazy.
You will love it. The Around the World Showcase is the best part with food from all these different countries. It's like a food scavenger hunt. Use those social media groups to find the best food in each country. If you want to sit down at a restaurant, definitely make reservations in advance. We tried at least 3 places and they were all fully booked. Now, our biggest mistake with rides in Magic Kingdom was our strategy. We just went to rides based on the shortest wait times. That was a big mistake. You should do your research, must do rides beforehand, and hit those first. Then if you have time, try the others. We ended up doing one of the best, but also many of the smaller, less popular ones. And speaking of regrets, we totally missed Tiana's Bayou Adventure. We forgot to check in for the special line, and I've heard it's one of the best rides in Magic Kingdom. Don't be like us, plan ahead for those popular new rides.
One of the sweetest moments was Sissy meeting Ariel and Belle. If you have little ones, make sure that you look up all their favorite characters in advance so you don't miss them. That was definitely the highlight of our trip.
For the Magic Kingdom fireworks show, try to get a good spot at least an hour to an hour and a half before. Some people start gathering hours earlier, but we found that an hour was enough time. Make sure that everybody has eaten and gone to the bathroom beforehand because we got separated.
Because Hesse had to go potty, and then it was a mess trying to find them back in the whole crowd. I was so scared, but believe me, it was worth it, and it's one of the best memories I have of the trip with Obed. The Tree of Life show at night is beautiful and calming. Now, in Epcot, start at the Around of the World and go country by country. Go to guest services and ask for a first visit pin. It's free and it's so fun to wear. I was wearing them every day. Or if it's not your first trip and you didn't know about it and you're celebrating something, let them know that it's your birthday, anniversary, anything. If they have them, they will give it to you. We saw some birthdays, anniversary, things like that.
One crucial tip for families: rider switch. If you have small kids who can't or don't want to ride certain attractions, one adult stays with them. Then when the rest of the family comes back, the adult who waited gets to go on the ride without waiting in line again. You just tell a cast member beforehand. We used this with Ceci and myself. For Animal Kingdom, you absolutely cannot miss Pandora. The world of Avatar is incredibly impressive, and if my wife went on Mount Everest in Animal Kingdom and Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot with my son, and they were blown away by the technology.
That ride was insane. I'm gonna give you a pro tip. Get row 9 if you can. We were so lucky. We knew about it because we were watching TikToks, but we didn't want to ask. But we just got lucky and we got row 9. I don't want to spoil it, but let me tell you, requested, I know that they will try to give them to you. You will thank me later.
Get to the parks early, maybe 30 minutes before they open. It makes a huge difference. Also, consider going to after hours events if you still have energy left. Because the lines are shorter, less crowded, and the weather is cooler, really try that when the kids are older. And really bring your most comfortable shoes because you will walk a lot and your feet will thank you. If you can, give yourself more time for your trip. Maybe add a rest day. It would be great to recharge and be 100% ready for each park.
But if you stay until the end, the most important tip that we can give you is do not stress about it. Don't try to do everything. It's actually impossible, in my opinion. Enjoy the moment, even with all the mistakes. We had the time of our lives. The whole family wants to go back, and that's just the Disney magic. If you've been to Disney, please tell us down in the comments if you learned anything new, or if you think we missed something very important. What would you do differently? If you're planning your first trip, have fun, take notes, and make the most of it.
Have fun, make memories. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell so you know when a new video is posted. Let us know in the comments below what we missed.
And don't forget
to be adventurous.
Let's go.
Vámonos. That's her trademark.
Till the next time.